Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty the Sultan and His Majesty the King of Jordan discussed during a phone call the worrying developments in the region and stressed the need for concerted efforts to de-escalate the situation. The Sultanate of Oman and Algeria discuss in the Algerian capital ways to enhance economic trade and investment cooperation in various sectors. And research output in the Sultanate of Oman increases by around 37% last year, according to a report by QS Foundation for Academic Institutions around the world. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq made a phone call with His Majesty King Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. During the call, the leaders exchanged views on the worrying situation and its dangerous consequences for the region, particularly following the recent U.S. attacks targeting facilities inside the Islamic Republic of Iran. The two sides emphasized the need for concerted regional and international efforts and intensified coordination and consultation to de-escalate and extinguish the flames of war, both in the Gaza Strip and in relation to the ongoing conflict resulting from the Israeli aggression against the Islamic Republic of Iran. They also emphasized the importance of returning to the peaceful path of dialogue and negotiations to secure political solutions to all issues and crises based on the principles of international law, ensuring security and stability throughout the region and sparing its people from risks and consequences. Among many activities, the Sultanate of Oman's delegation participating in Algeria's international exhibition discussed with several Algerian ministers and government officials ways to strengthen economic and investment cooperation between the two sides. Here's a report.
In the context of the Sultanate of Oman's participation as the guest of honor at the Algeria International Exhibition, His Excellency Qais bin Mohammed Al Yusuf, Minister of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, along with his accompanying delegation, discussed with several Algerian ministers and government officials ways to strengthen economic, trade and investment cooperation between the two sides. The Omani delegation was briefed on a Ruwaiba industrial zone in Algeria and was introduced to a number of private sector institutions specializing in the industrial field, production and marketing of equipment, energy and construction sectors, as well as the food industry. Additionally, several members of the Omani delegation held discussions with the Algerian Chamber of Commerce and Industry to explore investment opportunities, exchange expertise and experiences, and build new partnerships. These meetings comes as a translation of the esteemed visit by His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq to the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria last May, which led the foundation for a new stage of fruitful cooperation between the two brotherly countries in various fields.
The Ministry of Higher Education, Research and Innovation unveiled today the QS Oman Higher Education Report during a ceremony held in Muscat. The launch came in celebration of the inclusion of 5 Omani universities in the 2026 QS World University Rankings. Here's more on this report.
Oman Vision 2040 has set a clear national target for 4 Omani universities to be ranked among the top 500 globally in the QS World University Rankings by the year 2040. As part of this commitment to raising academic quality and institutional excellence, the Ministry of Higher Education, Research and Innovation launched a report by QS titled The Immense Potential of Higher Education in the Sultanate of Oman.
what we've seen right now is Oman is excelling at a very high pace, especially with the Oman Vision 2040 in mind. And we are seeing that what Oman needs now to do is start positioning itself globally. And that is what is required. It has good educational system, it has great accreditation, it has a will from the people, from the leadership to do better. Now the time has come to unite all forces to position Oman as a global higher education hub, further work with regional and international partners for international pathways, and then enhance the economic diversity through higher education.
Oman recorded notable progress in the 2026 QS World University Rankings, with 5 universities listed, up from just 2 in the 2025 edition. For the first time, 3 private institutions have entered the global rankings, with the University of Nizwa, Dhofar University, and the German University of Technology in Oman.
There was a lot of work. Of course, this was based on many criteria set by QS. One of them, and the major one, is the academic reputation, the employer reputation, the research and citations, the international students, and also the exchange of students. I think Sohar University did well this year in terms of increasing in the academic reputation, in the employer reputation, and also in the research.
The ranking system measures a lot of metrics which assess the universities in terms of their exposure, research impact, and also their academic programs. And we at the college believe that it's very important for us. It's not only as a marketing tool, but also for us to help us through our journey of continuous improvement.
Sultan Qaboos University achieved a significant leap, reaching 334th globally, up from 362nd in the previous year, while Sohar University also made notable gains, moving in the 951 to 1000 range after being ranked between 1001 to 1200 last year. This milestone lays the foundation for Oman's university to climb higher globally, positioning the Sultanate of Oman as a hub for knowledge, innovation, and international academic collaboration. Reporting from Modern College of Business and Science, this is Salih Bakhalfan Al-Rahbi, Muscat.
The Gulf's e-commerce sector is expanding rapidly, with projections showing it will exceed $33 billion by 2025. The estimate was shared during a regional workshop on e-commerce and digital economy statistics organized by the Gulf Council Countries Statistical Center. The workshop brought together experts and specialists to highlight the importance of accurate, timely data in shaping economic policy. As digital transactions become central to modern economies, officials emphasized the need for unified standards and consistent statistics across the region. The event also supports the goal of greater statistical integration among GCC countries, laying the groundwork for informed strategies to drive the region's digital future. The Foreign Ministry issued a statement as follows. The Sultanate of Oman has denounced the bombing that targeted a church in the Syrian capital, Damascus. The Sultanate of Oman expressed its heartwarming condolences for the government and people of the Brotherly Arab Republic of Syria and the victims' families, wishing the injured a speedy recovery. It reaffirmed its strong stance in rejecting all kinds of violence and terrorism. Still to come in our news bulletin. The Startup Weekend competition kicked off in the Wilaya of Khabura. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The latest innovation and solutions in construction, architecture and real estate development took center stage at the seminar titled The Future of the Construction Sector in the Sultanate of Oman. The event brought together industry professionals to discuss challenges and opportunities in the construction and industrial sectors, with particular attention to modern techniques and sustainable practices. Speakers also emphasized the importance of maintaining high standards in occupational health and safety, highlighting the need for safe and efficient work environments. As Oman continues to develop large-scale infrastructure projects, the seminar aimed to support national efforts by encouraging innovation and aligning with global best practices. Salala Mills Company signed an agreement to import 110,000 tons of Russian wheat. It meant to support strategic storage and ensure the stability of food supplies in the Sultanate of Oman. The company stated that the wheat quantities will arrive in the Sultanate during the upcoming months of July and August. This is part of the company's plan to enhance its stockpile of wheat during the second half of the year 2025 in order to keep pace with the regional changes and meet the needs of the local market. The Directorate General of Inquiries and Criminal Investigations of the Royal Oman Police, in cooperation with the International Criminal Police Organization Interpol, organized a training workshop. This 4-day workshop brings together the Royal Oman Police and Interpol to boost national readiness for biological threats, as it aims to enhance national capabilities in the field of biological security with the participation of a number of officers from the Royal Oman Police, military bodies and relevant government entities. Experts from Interpol are forming response teams, sharing global best practices and developing an action plan to handle biological risks. The workshop marked a major step in enhancing Oman's biological security and international cooperation. The Startup Weekend competition organized by the Vocational College in the Wilaya of Khabura kicked off. It is meant to encourage entrepreneurs and innovators to transform their ideas into feasible startup projects over the weekend. The competition was supervised by a group of mentors and experts in the field of entrepreneurship, technology and marketing, with support from Small and Medium Enterprises Development Authority. It is considered a worldwide competition by which wide horizons will be opened for the competitors of innovative ideas to be introduced for investors or concerned bodies. The competition gives a chance to the students of government or private colleges and universities to make a step towards creative projects. A 3-day competition will have an effective chance for the youth to instill and trust and belief of creative ideas to find helpful projects for all in the future. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty the Sultan and His Majesty the King of Jordan discussed during a phone call the worrying developments in the region and stressed the need for concerted efforts to de-escalate the situation. The Sultanate of Oman and Algeria discussed in the Algerian capital ways to enhance economic, trade and investment cooperation in various sectors. And research output in the Sultanate of Oman increases by around 37% last year, according to a report by QS Foundation for Academic Institutions around the world. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, it's good night and stay safe.